Ready. Sherman. Carter. Shitley.
think so.
What's he doing on this train?
How do you know it's a he?
Death is always a guy.
Always?
I think so.
But he's wearing a dress.
It's more like a moo-moo.
Oh, it's a robe. Guys put on robes.
After a shower.
Or if there's some kind of judge.
Death is like a judge.
True. See what you mean.
For justice and peace.
Justice of the rest in peace.
There's one.
So, what's he doing here?
I mean, maybe he's got a client.
On the bus?
No, he's probably on his way somewhere.
Yeah, but why is Death taking the train?
He's waiting for so Death didn't have the guts to go in there. Get it? Because it's a skeleton horse. No guts.
Please don't explain the joke. It's not funny if you have to explain it.
Easy to keep Mitch make all the jokes, son.
Thank you. Death taking the train doesn't make any sense, though. I mean, wouldn't that take too long with he being more of a hurry?
Well, I think with modern medicine, people are living a lot longer. Maybe Death is not in a rush anymore.
Maybe he's on a tighter budget like the rest of us. The bad economy is even affecting life and death.
I like Mitch's theory better.
Of course you do.
Mitch has a point. I mean, modern medicine can keep people alive beyond years what would normally kill them.
So Death saves money and takes the train.
Well, I think Death is very environmentally aware. I mean, trains use way less gas than planes and cars. Death is doing his part to save the planet.
Wouldn't Death like pollution?
Not necessarily. Maybe he likes the natural order of things. Maybe Death is doing his part to help rebalance what humans have offset through technological advancements.
Nice. So, where does Death take people?
To the HE double hockey sticks place down below?
But what if they're good?
Heaven.
Well, wouldn't he be some kind of angel then?
We're all assuming there is a heaven.
Well, I'd like to think there is.
Well, it's nicer that way. Thinking that there's someplace good that people go who've had a good life, and that bad people are punished for being bad.
But who decides what's good and what's bad?
God.
But what if you don't believe in God?
That's okay. God still believes in you.
I'd still feel better about facing death if I knew for sure, though.
Well, I think just the fact that Death is sitting right there gives me some hope that there's something more beyond life.
Wow. Who would have thought that seeing death would make you feel hopeful? That's some serious optimism you have there, Mitch.
I'd just like to talk to him about all this. Life and death, good versus evil.
He doesn't look like much of a talker. And what if he speaks Latin or Ewok or something?
Ewok.
I'm just making a point that he might be from somewhere else.
I'd go with Latin over Ewok.
Hey, maybe he's got one of those universal translators that lets him understand, every language.
That would make sense.
Oh, it doesn't? None of this does. Doesn't it strike you as weird that we've never seen Death before?
True. I've never seen him before.
You don't think.
What happened to Mr. Optimism?
Okay, he left the train.
Do you think it's possible that he could be here for us?
All of us. God!
Do you think the train could be crashing or something?
Well, that's the only way I could see all of us dying.
Should we warn the conductor?
We could get off at the next station.
You know what? I think we should be brave and face death head on without fear. Right?
Oh my god! Mitch! What happened?
It's like he couldn't breathe. Like the air around him was deadly.
Well, so much for talking to death.
Are you okay, Mitch?
What's the matter? You talking to death? Death got your tongue?
Not funny enough.
What? My jokes are that bad?
Let's just say they bore me to death.
Funny.
So,
Okay.
what do you do?
Remind me not to do that again. It's like, nothing direct. It's like the air around him is deadly.
Maybe death farted or something.
Go see.
No, that's okay. So what are we gonna do?
How far is the next stop? We could get off.
Wait, what if we're already dead and death is the conductor?
We could test that theory at the next station. Let's get ready to get off.
You guys go ahead. I've got somewhere to be and I can't be late.
What if death is here for you, though? Then you won't make it anyway.
Well, if he's not here for us, we waste a lot of time by getting off the train.
I'd rather gamble with being late than being dead.
Here's the next station. I'm going.
Oh! Wait till the train stops, idiot!
Am I dead?
Afraid not. Come on, Mitch. Please?
No, it's my daughter's birthday. I promised her I'd be there and I can't be late.
Okay, Mitch. Just take care of yourself.
So, death, what's it gonna be? Mel! Tina! This features Jessica and Jane. Could we please?
There are the string beans, the mashed potatoes will be 5 minutes.
What?
It's my fault.
What happened?
The string beans got done and the mashed potatoes didn't. I put them on late. I've never made such a big pot of mashed potatoes for a group before. It took a long time for the water to start boiling, but it's boiling now. 5 minutes.
Everything else is out on the buffet getting cold.
Please, take the string beans, let everyone start. I'll bring out the mashed potatoes when they're ready. 5 minutes.
The potatoes go with other things in the meal. If people have finished that food by the time the potatoes arrive, it won't be the dinner I planned. I like to have everything out when the guests are called to the table.
I feel ridiculous. You planned this incredible dinner and you gave me 2 jobs. Mashed potatoes and string beans, and I fucked up. I'm just not great at food, I'm not. I would like to be, but I'm not.
You should have known. It's the same as making a big pot of spaghetti for a group. You have to start the water early.
I've never made a big pot of spaghetti for a group.
Most people have had that experience.
Whenever it comes to group cooking, I almost always make the salad. I like to cut and peel and chop. You can't time a salad wrong and ruin the whole dinner.
You should have volunteered to make the salad then, instead of things that could hold up the meal.
I can see you're really
You should
good.
have.
Catherine volunteered to make the salad before I could. I like to make this dressing with shallots chopped up into tiny little pieces, which creates a subtle, somewhat mysterious crunch. It's terrific, really.
If Catherine got the part you wanted, you didn't have to do anything.
I thought, what could I do? String beans and mashed potatoes? How can I mess them up? I forgot about timing. I'm sorry, Lynn. All your beautiful food out on the buffet is getting cold. It's all because of me. Everything you do is so accomplished. You are so accomplished. Makes me feel like a slob.
I don't mean in any way to make you feel like a slob. I'm very sorry about that. Do other people make you feel like a slob?
Only you.
Well, that's awful. Am I judgmental? Is that it?
No, you're not judgmental. If you were judgmental, you would be more flawed, and then I wouldn't feel like I was up against something so formidable.
Up against? You feel like you're up against something with me?
Not exactly up against. I used the wrong words.
What are the right words?
I don't know.
Could I improve by becoming less formidable?
No, you should stay as you are. I mean, I'm the one who needs to improve. If I volunteer to make mashed potatoes for a Thanksgiving dinner, I should know when to start them. Lynn, you've got sweet potatoes out there. Please take the string beans. We'll dump the damn mashed potatoes. Who will know the difference?
You might have asked me. I thought you were waiting a long time to start the water boiling.
Why didn't you say something then?
You complain when I tell you what to do.
You can tell me things like, get the water boiling now for the potatoes. I have no pride in something like that. I have nothing to prove with food. I just want to perform adequately.
That other pot, that's the milk warming, right?
What milk warming?
The milk for the potatoes.
Should be warm?
Of course.
I've never heard of that.
It's the secret to good mashed potatoes.
This is the pot from the string beans. My mother always gets milk straight from the refrigerator.
Everyone's mother did that.
Well, that's what I do. I put butter in while the hot potatoes will melt it. Then I put milk. Then I put salt and pepper.
If the milk is hot, it doesn't make the potatoes cold. I'll drain these, heat the milk.
If we use milk from the fridge, we can get the potatoes out there in 2 minutes before everything else is ice cold.
Beth, please, let's just do it right.
No, Lynn, please, let's do it wrong.
Heat the milk! These potatoes are a little overcooked. They didn't have to cook quite so long.
We were both in here.
Just a tad, nothing serious.
I also like to make coleslaw. It's even harder to ruin that. You can't undercook or overcook anything.
I've had your coleslaw. You could shred it a little more finely.
What?
Of course, that's just a matter of preference.
You think so? You think I should cut my coleslaw more finely?
I said it's a matter of taste.
You make coleslaw. Do you think yours is better than mine?
It's not better, Beth. I didn't say better. This isn't a contest. We're not in a coleslaw cook-off.
Oh, right.
I simply prefer mine shredded more. I think most people do. Secret's in the knife. You need a very sharp knife.
Very sure.
You know, I have a number of first-rate knives. Remind me, I'll give you one.
All right. I'll use one of your knives. Thanks, Lynn. You know, I'm learning a lot from you today. Make mashed potatoes with warm milk. Use a very sharp knife to cut my cabbage into very itty-bitty, teeny tiny pieces. Thanks, Lynn.
There's nothing wrong with your ability to cook. You just don't concentrate because you're not interested.
I like cooking when I had roommates. I thought being in the kitchen with other people was fun.
These are a little mealy.
Is that my fault?
And no, I can cover it up with some extra butter.
Good. Do that. Cover it up. But even with other people, I'm not great. One time I claimed potato salad as a specialty, and I made it for a party. I forgot to put salt in the water. It tasted something like celery and mayonnaise on gym socks.
You're oversensitive about things like that. I'm sure it wasn't really that bad.
It was.
You know, you could solve this whole cooking problem by sticking to green salad in your special dressing.
You think I'm so hopeless? You think I can't learn?
Why learn if it doesn't interest you?
I always think someday I'll become interested. I think it's wonderful to have the ability to offer people good food. It's not that I don't like cooking. I like to read recipes. I just have my mind on other things right now.
So you can't cook. So what?
Don't make me sound hopeless, Lynn.
Maybe you should just stick to salad.
Maybe that's true, but I don't like the way it sounds.
It is true.
And maybe you should stick some of those mashed potatoes up your ass.
I beg your pardon?
Bad idea?
Have I done something?
You make me feel like crap, that's all. You make me feel small. Some people make me feel like more and you make me feel like less. It has something to do with how accomplished you are, but that's not exactly it. I know accomplished people who make me feel great.
How's that milk coming?
It's warm.
Dump it in here.
It's not that I don't like you.
Yeah.
Love you even. It's not that I don't love you. It's just you make me feel like crap a lot of the time.
I don't mean to. Taste these potatoes. See what the warm milk does?
Wonderful. They're wonderful potatoes.
They are sensational.
Wow, you've done it again, Lynn. Better get them out on the table.
Okay, I think we need to work on this. I mean, really work on it. Do something about it. You are important to me, and if I make you feel like crap a lot of the time, we should do something about it.
I don't know if we can.
Now you're saying I'm hopeless, but I'm not. I think I am. You don't know me very well. Where were we going to put these potatoes?
Where?
What vessel?
Vessel?
Dish, bowl, platter?
I don't know.
You didn't plan ahead?
It's your house. I thought you'd come up with something. Oh God, what is wrong with me? I can't even plan ahead for a stupid potato vessel.
We'll talk later. I have a silver bowl. We'll talk later. Don't worry about it. It's just fine, not a problem. Where's that bowl? That silver bowl? Where is it? You're standing there holding it! God! The string beans are in it. Why didn't you say something?
Got it. Holding it. I'm sorry, Lynn. I'm going home.
You shouldn't miss this dinner.
I'm going home right now. Don't call me.
Right, it'll be too late then.
Don't ever call me.
You know, my white bowl will do. You'll have to. I've used all the rest, and I think you're being silly.
Don't say that!
Beth!
Lynn, happy Thanksgiving.
Our next performance is our second to last This is a one-act
Don't
play.
tell him that. He gets mad when you tell him that. Sorry. We're making fun of you.
Good. Okay. You distract me. Okay, we have a one-act play entitled Words, Words, Words. And this features Griffin, Aiden, and Sloan. Could we please
I don't know. I just don't know.
Quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate here.
What do you got?
Me?
Yeah, read it out.
All right. Pingdraba Inglewarp carcinoma. All I got so far.
I like the.
Yeah, kind of automatic.
I don't know. It just feels like it needs some punching up or something, you know?
You could always add some jokes in later. You gotta get the through line first.
Yeah, but is it Hamlet?
Don't ask me, I'm just a chimp.
You could have given us a clue or something.
Yeah, or maybe a story conference.
But that would defeat the purpose of the experiment.
I know. 3 monkeys typing into infinity will sooner or later produce Hamlet.
Right.
Completely by chance.
And Dr. David Rosenbaum up in that booth is gonna prove it.
What is Hamlet?
I don't know.
What is Hamlet?
I don't know.
You know, this is really stupid.
Hey, have you got something better to do in this cage? The sooner we produce the goddamn thing, the sooner we get out of here.
Sort of publish or perish. Quit.
But what do we owe this Rosenbaum? A guy sits up there outside this cage, pointing out that one's Milton, that one's Swift, and that one's Kafka. Just get a laugh.
What's a Kafka anyway? Why am I a Kafka?
Search me.
What's a Kafka?
I don't know, but all his four-eyed friends up there sure seem to think it's a stitch.
And how are we supposed to write Hamlet anyway if we don't even know what it is?
Okay, so the chances are a little slim.
Yeah, and this from a guy who's supposed to be smart. This from a guy at Columbia University.
The way I see it, there's a providence that oversees our pages. Rough draft them how we may.
How about you, Milton? What have you got?
What, this?
Yeah.
Of man's first disobedience, and the fruit of that forbidden tree whose mortal taste brought death
Hey, that's good. It has rhythm or at least sings.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But is it Shakespeare?
Who cares? He's got a real voice there.
Does Dr. Rosenbaum care about a voice? Does he care about individual creativity?
Hey, let's look at this from Rosenbaum's point of view for a minute.
No! He takes us in here to produce copy, and all he wants is a rough draft of someone else's work. No, we're working on peanuts here to be somebody's hack.
Writing's a mug's game anyway, Swifty.
Well, it hath made me mad.
Why don't you just buckle down and get the project over with? Type a couple hours in the morning when you're fresh, then settle down, relax. Type a couple more hours in the afternoon, then retire for a shot of papaya and some masturbation. What's the big deal?
The big deal is that if this Rosenbaum was worth anything, we'd be working on word processors, not these antiques. I mean, he's lucky to find 3 of us who type this good, and then what? He treats us like those misfits from the Bronx Zoo? I mean, a tire swing. What does he take us for?
I like the tire swing. I thought it was a nice touch.
I cannot work under these conditions. It's no wonder I am producing garbage.
Well, Milton, what else you got?
The man's first disobedience, blah blah blah, for the forbidden tree, whose mortal taste brought death into the Blamagam, Bedsocks, Knockburst, Tinkerbell. What do you think?
Blamagam is good.
I don't know.
What, is it the tone? I knew this was kind of a stretch for me.
Not sure it has the same pungent lyricism and expressive creativity as the first part.
Well, sure, it needs rewriting. What doesn't? This is a rough draft. Lights on.
This bit.
Can they see us?
What?
Why are they watching?
I don't know. I can't see. I've got my paws over my eyes.
What?
What's the point of this?
Why did they videotape our bowel movements?
What?
Lights off!
So, what about you, friends?
Ahem. K K K K K K K K K K K K K K K.
What is that? Postmodernism?
They have 20 lines of that.
At least it'll fuck up his data.
20 lines of that, and I went dry. I got blocked. It felt like I was repeating myself.
You think that's in Hamlet?
I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm not a writer, I'm a monkey. I'm just swinging on branches. Not sitting under pleasant lights 10 hours a day.
Sure is a long way home to the gardens of sweet Africa, where lawns and level downs and flocks praising the field were sweetly interposed.
Paradise, wasn't it?
Lost!
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 I'm trying to work on some of that in this new piece here, but it's still pretty close to the bone.
Just because they can keep us locked up in here, they think they're more powerful than we are.
They are more powerful than we are.
Just because they control the means of production, they think they can suppress the workers.
Things are how they are. What are you gonna do?
How come you're so goddamn ready to defend the ways of Rosenbaum and the apes?
Do you have a key to that door?
No.
Do you have an independent food source?
No.
Then call me a collaborator. I happen to be a professional. And if Rosenbaum wants Hamlet, well, I'll give it a shot. Just remember, we're not astrophysicists. We're not brain surgeons. We're chimps. For apes in captivity, this is not a bad gig.
What's really frightening is that if we're stuck in this cage long enough, eventually we'll evolve into Rosenbaum.
Evolve into Rosenbaum?
Brush up on your Darwin, baby. We're more than kin and less than kind.
Hey, anybody got a smoke?
I'm all out.
Don't look at me. I'm not gonna satisfy those lawyers with the old smoking chimp act.
Don't be a
No thanks.
sap swift. You gotta use them. Use the system.
What do you mean?
Watch me while I put my antic disposition on.
Nice hands, no hands.
Gauloise, too, my fave.
They should have thrown in a Cupid doll for that performance.
Hey, it got results, didn't it?
Sure, you did your little bonzo routine and got a Gauloise out of it. Last week, I totaled a typewriter and got a whole carton of Marlboros.
Trouble was, you didn't smoke them. You took a shit on them.
It was a political statement!
You made your statement, I got my smoke. All's well that ends well, right?
It's the only way we know they're watching.
Huh?
I mean, we perform, we break typewriters, we type another page, and a cigarette appears. At least it's a sign that somebody out there is paying attention.
Our resident philosopher.
What if one of us actually does it? I mean, here we are, set down to prove the virtues of inadvertent randomness, but we'd be writing something we wouldn't recognize pass through our own hands. What if one of us actually does it?
Will he really be released?
Will they give us the ticker tape to the city and the key to the parade?
Or will they move us on to Ulysses? I mean, what's Hamlet to them or they to Hamlet that we should care? Like, why Hamlet in the first place? I mean, boy, that's a proud man's contumely. I mean, who would bear the oppressor's wrong, the scorns of love, the
Swifty.
pangs of the spies of love, the oppressor's delays.
Hey, Swifty, relax, will you?
Have a banana. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
You know what? That's it! I want to see how Rosenbaum would do at typing this random Hamlet crap.
What?
Well, why don't we give up on this Hamlet shit and just go for revenge?
Revenge on Rosenbaum?
Who else? Hasn't he bereft us of our homes and families, stepped in between us and our expectations?
How would you do it?
We invite him in here to test the typewriters that something's broken, but we poison the keys.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, some juice of Cursa de Bona spread liberally over the keyboard. It ought to work like a charm.
Great.
And if that doesn't work, we invent him the tire swing and invite him in for a ride. Plus, I challenge him to a duel.
Brilliant.
Can you see in course of combat, I casually raise my rapier over the poison typewriter keys and a hit, a palpable hit. For a reserve, we'll lay by a cup as a venomous distillment, and we'll put the pellet with the poison in the vessel with the pestle.
Listen, I gotta get back to work. Man's gonna want his pages.
It's not a bad idea, but
What's wrong with you guys? I'm onto something here.
I think it's hopeless, Swifty.
But this is the goods!
Where was I? Bed socks, Norfolk, Trinquetrell.
Alright. You two serfs go back to work. I'll do all the real thinking around here. Swifty,